Hardy har! It's me again, the Bargain Pirate, and welcome once again to Adventures in Game Chasing! Yarr! Now this time, instead of going straight away into the chase, I wanted to reiterate that I have a target this time. I want a Legend of Zelda for NES for my NES collection. So in order to find it, we're gonna have to dress the part. So let's do that, shall we?
Now we're off for an adventure, chasing games in the wild. Let's go, come on.
So the first store I head to has Legend of Zelda for $49.99. That's a little high. I'm sure I can find better than that. Alright, let's try again here. This place has Adventure of Link right over there, and that's also 50 bucks. Well, let's try the flea market. Who knows, right? Maybe the flea market will have these games for cheap, and no, they're also $50.
Can you believe these outrageous prices? It's like they're engineered by Ganon himself. F it, I'm ordering online. Shit.
And now for the tally. First up, I completed my quest, and I found The Legend of Zelda for NES, but not for $50 or $60. Yeah. I found this one for $20 because I bought it online from a friend who was selling a lot. Now before you say, Pirate, you cheated. We wanted to see an adventure in game chasing, and you just ended up ordering it. Well, the prices suck out there, so excuse me, princess. Yarr! I also found, for the same price, The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2. So I have both Zelda games under the price of what one of them would cost. So if you think that's cheating, well, you asshole! For the same price, I found, and this is actually better than a Zelda, in terms of rarity and in terms of price, the original arcade Mario Brothers. Now this is not Super Mario Brothers, where you have to save the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser King Koopa. This is actually the arcade game, and this is actually harder to find, a lot harder to find than regular Mario Brothers, and I got that for $20 as well. And these are one of the games for which I have a custom case for, when I bought a bunch of custom cases back in the day, so in you go, and boom, another one for the vault. And then for Nintendo 64, while we're in a Nintendo mood, I got Quake 2, which is really cool. Quake 2, I like it. It has a bit of a Daikatana feel in terms of controls, but whatever, Quake 2, pretty good. I also got Banjo-Tooole, which is the sequel of Banjo-Kazooie, and, well, that's all there is to say really, but Banjo-Tooole, a solid sequel to Banjo-Kazooie. And finally, for the system, Yoshi's Story, which is a game starring Yoshi. Yeah. And that friend, because he's from Europe, also had some Mega Drive games, which he sold me for a low price. So we have Mercs, which looks kind of like a Contra ripoff, but actually looks more like a, well, it looks like a game where you run around and you shoot things. It looks like Commando for the NES, instead of, like, you know, like a Contra thing, which the box art. Whatever. Mercs, plural. Mercs. And I also have a copy of QuadShot. And if you must know something about the pirate, Donald Duck is my favorite character, and look at him here, all cute and Indiana Jones-like. Very cool. Next up, for the Super Nintendo, I got a box copy of Stanley Cup from another friend. This one cost me $10.
This week I've been playing Streets of Red. It's a beat-em-up from Secret Base, and it's a fun little game with lots of video game parodies, both in the characters and in the art style and the background. It feels a lot like the Boss Monster games in terms of how they parody, and I highly recommend it.
Well, that was it for this wonderful, legendary episode of Adventures in Game Chasing. We found the games we were looking for, we cheated a little bit, but next time, for those of you who are craving for a real adventure, down in the dirt, finding all the games the old school way, by foot, and going to places, and finding things until we find them all, I'm going to find all of the NHL games in the NHL EA Games series. So no Sega 2K games, no breakaway games, no Stanley Cups, because I already have Stanley Cup for today, no Wayne Gretzky hockey, no Blades of Steel, just the EA NHL games. But I'm gonna find all of them. So come back next week for the special NHL Adventures in Game Chasing! Yarr!